Okay, now it's time for Taurus. Are you all ready? February 2021. I wanted to start early. Because I was late last month. Just to babble for a second. My idea is I like to have 1 month's worth of readings done within the last week of the previous month. That's just the way I like to do it. Everybody does it differently. And I was late last time, so I'm going to try to be early this time. Anyway, Taurus, let's bust out your February 2021 reading, dude. Are you ready? If you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading, you already know what to do, man. You got to look at the description of the video, okay? Other than that, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. Same style, same layout, same everything, okay? A reading for the past person, a reading for the current person, and a reading for the new person. So what do we got first, universe? Past, current, or new? What do we got first? Excuse me. Let's get 3 shuffles here. People are slow to show up. Thank you for being the first one to make yourself known, Jessica. Appreciate it. Thank you. Anybody getting notified? Probably not. YouTube's always goofy like that. Oh well. The playback will remain up. Let's see what we got here. Past, current, or new. Ooh, the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, let's see here. Lovers reversed. You know what? This feels kind of current, honestly. Yeah, this feels current. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read current person first. If you're not interested in or dealing with a current person, this is not for you. This is for Tauruses who currently have somebody in their love life. And yes, I'm putting the intention into this that there is an issue here. Okay, if you are involved in a love situation and there is no issues and everything's perfectly fine, this is not for you. Okay, so yeah, it's something that I really feel like a lot of you, those of you who have been with this person long term, okay, you've been working on this and working on this and working on this and working on this, and now you're just tired of it. You're tired of it, right? And Taurus, when y'all get tired of putting forth like work and effort on something, then that means something, doesn't it? Because y'all are the most stubborn of the fixed signs, aren't you? I'm a fixed sign too. Oh, trust me. I know what stubbornness is all about. But y'all take the cake, man. So because of the fact that you all tend to be so stubborn and fixated, when you get tired of something, that speaks volumes, don't it? That speaks volumes. It could be a Gemini that you're dealing with here, but I really feel like you've actually finally concluded that this is just a waste of time. For those of you who haven't been with this person long term, a lot of you are kind of losing patience, and it kind of feels like, okay, well, I'm not going to work on something that you're not going to work on. You know what I mean? And I just really feel like you're not even really quite feeling the connection anymore. I really don't think you are. It doesn't mean that there's no connection there. I just really think that this connection on your end has started to serve its purpose here. Okay. I don't really see this coming to an end right now, but it really doesn't feel like the feeling is there. Okay. It feels like the connection is getting very, very weak, and you're really thinking that you're wasting your time here. And I just kind of see you you're just like, you know what? Throw my hands in the air. I'm not trying no more, almost. That type of energy. You know, the person you're dealing with here, there's this walking on eggshells type of energy, okay? They perceive this to be like, they feel like they need their guard up for whatever reason. Maybe they perceive you to be a bit argumentative, possibly, or something to that nature. And whenever I tell people this, look, either A, you are very argumentative, and you are a loose cannon, and you do have a really bad temper, and they have every reason to feel that way. Or B, they could still just be carrying an old insecurity from the past and projecting it on you. Okay? Take it as it resonates. Please be honest with yourself. That's the only person you really need to be honest with. I don't care, to be 100% honest with you. But for whatever reason, this person perceives you that way. Okay? They perceive you, it feels like walking on eggshells. Okay? they are a bit emotionally immature too. I think they're afraid to open up and express to you how they really truly feel. And maybe that's what makes you so frustrated. Maybe that's what gets to you so bad, you know? I don't really see them wanting anybody else. I do think that they want this here, but I just sense a lot of immaturity. I sense a lot of immature energy, not bad. When I say immature, I know that that kind of inherently comes with a negative connotation attached to it, but I don't really mean like bad intentions, just naive, you know, naive and immature. And there is, this doesn't excuse anything, but with somebody who's a bit naive and immature, there comes a little bit of innocence attached to that, you know? Like, I didn't know. I don't think there's like the straight up desire to be a bad person, but I just see a lot of situations here being handled very immaturely, if that makes sense. Look a little bit more at this person you're dealing with. This is the current person. Remember, if you're dealing with or interested in looking at a reading from a current person, this is not for you, okay? But for those of you who are, this is the person that you're dealing with. This is the current person Taurus is dealing with, universe. Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, I think you're dealing with somebody who's really, really wishy-washy and doesn't really know what they want. Okay, and the funny thing about it is it doesn't really matter in what aspect of life, you know, they're wishy-washy in. If I'm like that about anything in my life, it's probably going to affect every aspect of my life, right? Especially love. Especially love. People come to me all the time with a person who's wishy-washy and on and off and sending them mixed signals. And I'm like, look. Let's take the love relationship aspect of it out of it and say the two of you did end up coming together and staying together. If this person's wishy-washy and doesn't know what the hell they want in love, what makes you think they're goal-oriented in any other aspect of life either? You know what I mean? Like, it's going to branch out. It's going to affect all aspects of life. And I really think that's the type of person you're dealing with here. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more. Nine of Swords. Okay. 3 of Cups reversed. Empress reversed. Could be another Taurus. Also have Leo here. Could be a third-party situation for some of you. But to be 100% honest, this 3 of Swords right here doesn't feel third-party-ish to me. I don't think so. And the reason being is because the 9 of Swords is up there. Okay. I just really feel like this is one of those types of situations where this person is probably going to end up manifesting the end of this because they're so worried about it. They're so wishy-washy, not 100% sure what they want. They're really, really paranoid about a worst-case scenario, and they might end up manifesting it, okay? I don't see it happening just yet. Like I said, I don't really see this coming to an end here. But, man, the person that you're dealing with, they got to pull their head out of their ass and find some direction in life. Now, look, in 2021, I don't really think any of us have a very keen sense of foresight right now. I mean, some of us have a sense of foresight, but even those of us who do, it's not very sharp, you know. So either way, we need to pick a path and start walking. Okay, we need to pick a path that we're sure of, get on it and start walking. Does that mean we're going to end up where we think we're going to end up? Not necessarily. But we still got to show some sort of effort to move forward and progress in life. And I really don't think this person is doing that. I think they're struggling with that in here. Okay, but it could take some time. But I do think that eventually this person is going to buckle down and start working on this stuff here. Okay. But I just feel like this person is fighting an inner battle that you know nothing about, or maybe very little about. Okay. All righty. Let's see what advice we have. Advice for Taurus and this current person. Advice for Taurus. 2 of them came out. Look, hey, check out what it is. Don't walk away from this. I mean, you don't necessarily need to like jump in and try to put forth all the work and the effort. Thanks, Das Life, for that super chat. Appreciate it. But I mean, you don't need to walk away from this either. I would stand firm. And just basically stick to your guns. And I've never met a Taurus that has a hard time doing that. But I wouldn't walk away from this just yet. Okay? I wouldn't walk away from this just yet. 2 more shuffles here. 2 more. The Fool card. Okay. The Hangman, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups. Whoa, dude. Look at all these kings and queens. Check this out. Now, let me ask you something about the king and the queen. Okay. There are a lot of things, but I'll tell you one thing that they're not. They're not going anywhere. They're sitting in that damn throne, aren't they? They ain't moving. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. They may be a lot of things, but one thing they ain't is moving. They ain't going nowhere, okay? Don't walk away from this. Don't walk away from this, okay? I think the 2 of you, and the Hangman, by the way, you might want to take some time looking at this from a bit of a different perspective, okay? A different perspective. That's what I would do here. The 2 of you it's very important that the 2 of you are both entering into a new cycle. Both. So I do think that even there may be a bit of a wall between the 2 of you as you both do your own separate inner work, but that happens sometimes, dude. That happens. Okay? That's why, well, that's one of the many reasons why emotional integrity is mandatory. And you know what I'm saying? It's mandatory, dude, because there is going to be those times where there's a big old wall between the 2 of you. And it just seems like, man, we could be like in the same room and we feel 1,000 miles apart. It happens from time to time. Okay, just roll with it. You focus on your inner work and trust that they're focusing on their inner work. Don't worry about what they're doing. That's none of your business. With all due respect, focus on your inner work and your outside world will mold to fit that. Okay. All righty. Let's look at the, that was current person. Let's look at the past person. Past person. Thank you all for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Past person. If you're not interested in or dealing with a past person, this is not for you. Past person Taurus is dealing with. Sorry if I seem a little bit low energy today. Coach Drew put me through another heavy workout today, boy. And it's not a bad thing. It feels great, dude. I love it. But my arms from all the lifting and pressing I've been doing are very sore. Very, very sore today. Very sore. Three more shuffles. 3 more for the past person. 1, 2. And last one. Ten of Swords. Could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. That Death reverse. Could be a Scorpio. I also have Gemini. So I think I see an attempted reconciliation here. Okay. Let me see what's down here. 10 of Wands reversed. Okay. Well, it's really hard to say. I'm going to have to clarify a few things here. Because with the 10 of Swords being the overall energy here, I don't understand what this Death reverse, 5 of Pentacles reverse is all about. For some of you, I see an attempted reconciliation. Okay. Now, when I say attempted, what does that mean? What it means is somebody here, I think, is going to attempt to reconcile. Now, that could go many, many, many different ways. I could write you with the hopes that you write me back and we can start talking back and forth. And then hopefully we can meet up and then start seeing each other again and then get back together and rebuild and reconcile. Okay, that's an attempted reconciliation. When I say attempted, I don't think it's going to be successful. I don't think that it is. Okay, so then we get back together, and then what happens? What happens? 9 times out of 10, let's just be real, dude. What happens? Cycle repeats itself over again, and then it craps out on us again, and then you go this way and I go this way. Or maybe this person could attempt to reach out and for whatever reason not really get to you. You know, maybe they could try to reach out and you either block them or you don't respond. You know what I mean? Something to that effect. So it's really hard to say, though, whether or not anybody's going to actually reconcile here. It's really, really hard to say. Let me clarify that 5 of Pentacles reversed here. Let's see. Boom. Yep. I do think there is going to be an attempted reconciliation here. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't think it's going to be successful, though. I do think that, I don't know. I don't even really know if you're going to respond, honestly. I don't really know if you're going to respond. So let's just see what the advice is here. What advice do we have? Advice. What advice do we have? Advice for Taurus and this past person. Advice. Let's see. I got the 7 of Pentacles right there. That's not a whole lot of action. It's hard to say. Let's get 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. Queen of Swords, the Hangman, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so I wouldn't ignore this person. Okay, if they reach out, if they attempt to reconcile, I wouldn't ignore them, but boy, I wouldn't let them in. I wouldn't like in here. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords. Keep it very, very factual and logical. Maintain your stance. Don't bend and flex. Definitely don't step backwards and try to like repeat the cycle again. Definitely don't do that. Okay? Maintain composure. Keep it very short and sweet. And if they actually attempt to reconcile, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Okay? Definitely not. But also, too, you want to use your internal guidance system because if this, and I've told a lot of the signs this here lately, but if this is somebody that you can actually feel in here that they're still attached a little bit too strongly, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it until you're actually able to successfully detach. Okay? Successfully, at least until that energy that binds the two of you is neutral, I wouldn't. If you still feel a really strong, energetic hold, I wouldn't even I would block them. I would ignore it. Don't even pay attention to it. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. We did current, past, new person. Let's look at the new person. New person, Taurus is dealing with. New person. Three more shuffles, 3 more. If you're not dealing with or interested in a new person, this is not for you. There we go. Boom. Oh, the Hermit. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay. I feel a bit of a lack of interest here. I don't really know if it's a lack of interest, but I do think this person could kind of have a bit of an attitude problem. Like some of you could be observing this person and thinking, man, this person, I don't know, a bit of an attitude problem, a bit of maybe an anger problem for some of you. This person could be a little bit rough around the edges, if that makes any sense. There could be some drug and alcohol problems here, okay? Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. I don't know, though, man. I don't know. This doorway of opportunity is open here, but I really don't know if a lot of you are wanting to take a leap of faith. I see a lot of this energy of standing back and observing like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in this, you know? And communication between the two of you isn't very fluent. It's not, you know, it could be very poor communication. I don't know. Some of you may just completely block communication. I think a lot of you kind of perceive this person to be a bit immature, but this looks like an opportunity. A lot of you are going to pass. A lot of you are going to be like, nah, I'm not interested. Sorry. Weird. Didn't expect that to come through, but it happens, man. It happens. All right. What advice do we have? Advice. Advice. Advice for Taurus and the new person. Should you take him up on the offer? What should we do? 3 more shuffles here. 3 more. Oh. Boom! Tower in the reverse. King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 5 of Swords reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles reversed. All right, so I don't think. Now, it really depends on what type of situation that you're dealing with here, okay? So if this is somebody that you like, for example, y'all been talking for a little bit, okay? Like, oh, we started talking a month ago, and I'm just really not feeling this person. I don't think that don't just up and ghost them. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't just up and ghost this person. Don't do it randomly. If you're not feeling it and you really want out of this, there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't like go ahead and do something that really genuinely doesn't feel right here. But I think it should. That conversation needs to be had. Okay, if you decide to do that. Okay, this is one of those types of situations where you're at a crossroads. Okay, this has been coming up here lately, more than I've ever seen it come up. But you're at a crossroads. I kind of feel like at the place that you're at right now with this new person, there's not one path better than the other. Okay, it's just this path, you'll experience this. This path, you'll experience this. And I just told you the path. If you choose to opt out of this, again, nothing wrong with that. You're not forced to do this. But if you choose to opt in, I would be very, very patient. Very, very patient. And do the best that you can, not only to work on yourself, but provide the person that you're dealing with, this new person, with a space in which they feel comfortable opening up. Does that make sense? Like, if I want you to be honest with me, if me and you come together and I really want an honest, open relationship, and I don't want 6 months down the line to find out you've been hiding shit from me, the most important thing that I can possibly do is provide you with a space where you feel comfortable and safe opening up with no judgment. Your past is your past. That's cool. If I'm really to get to know you and we're to grow together and love each other and stuff like this, and we really want to grow and build something together, I have to know your past. I have to know what it is. Because if I don't accept your past, then I can't accept you. So I have to be able to provide a judgment-free environment where you feel safe opening up and opening up that closet of skeletons and saying, yeah, that's what's behind me. But you know what? I'm willing to work past that and create new experiences. Okay? So you're kind of at a crossroads here when it comes to this. Take this path. If you want to opt out, don't do it randomly. Let it be known why. But if you actually want to stick around and see what type of experience this has to offer, I would really go about it with that approach. Okay? Anyway, I feel like the messages my Taurus people needed to hear have come through. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that positive feedback, man. That means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate it. I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to look in the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings. All right? I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks again for showing up and showing up. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all have a good day.